I'm Perry McCants, and today I'm going to show you how to draw Stephen King's It, Pennyworth. Now let's get started by dividing our page in half. I'm going to go right ahead and bring this line down just a little bit so we can know where to end the top of his head. And we're going to start with a large circle. Alright, now once you have that circle completed, we're going to go ahead and draw the bottom part of his face. It's going to come down like this, and then we're going to come up on the other side. Now, we're going to draw his shoulders and put his shoulders in. And then we're going to stop right there because he's wearing an outfit that's pretty much going to take up majority of the space. There's not a whole lot of form to it. So let's go ahead on and start with his face. Now, right where the end of the circle is where it's going to be his eyes. So let me go ahead and switch out and put a little more detail in it with the mechanical pencil. Now, right here where the edge of these lines are for his jaw, we're going to go ahead and put a tempo line in on either side. Right after that, we're going to go ahead and drop his eyebrows in. They kind of come up and then dramatically come down to the center line. And then we're going to come up like so. Repeat the same process for the left side of his face. Come up and then make his eyebrows come around like so. Now immediately after that, we're going to go ahead and drop his eyes in. You can go ahead and have it right next or right below the eyebrow. And repeat the same thing on the opposite side, which is left side. Okay. Now he's looking at you to the point where the eye is going to come in just like this. He's not going to have his eye straight. It's almost going to be looking like you see half of his eye, or the iris is going to come up a little higher than lower to the bottom part of his lower eyelash. All right. Now for his nose, we're going to come down a little bit. Let's put his nose line in so we know where that actually is. We're going to put a small circle right here for the front of his nose. And the nose shape is pretty simplistic. So we're going to come right from the edge of his eyebrow here, come down and put his nose in like this. The center is already there for us. We're going to put that circle in and then come around the other side for the other nostril on his left. Now, he has it painted, so we're going to go ahead and put a line in across just like this. That way we don't forget to know that he has his nose painted red. Alright, so for his mouth, we're going to move down, and he is smiling. So we're going to go ahead and put what I call more like an M shape for the lips. And it's going to come up on the other side like so. And we're going to create that smile. So off of his nose, we're going to put the smile curve in. And have that curve come around like so. The bottom part of his mouth is like a U shape. So we're going to drop a U. And just like this, and this helps define what the bottom portion of the mouth will look like. And then the bottom portion of his lip is going to come down right behind that, just like this. And we're going to come up. For his teeth are going to come in halfway. And then we're going to put his tongue in kind of like this. And then put his teeth line in. Now we're going to deal with the outside of his face. So let's put the edge of the right side of his face in and bring his cheeks in. It's going to come in and around like so. I'm going to close the bottom part of his chin off and do the same thing for his left side. And repeat the same thing. We're going to have his cheek come in and then close this portion off like that. Now we're going to put somewhat of a wrinkle line in here for the top of his head, and then his head's going to come all the way up just like this. Now for his ears rather, we're going to do almost the whole ear, but it's not going to be the entire ear because his hair is going to be covering up a large amount of it. Now for his face, he does have the clown makeup on, so let's go ahead and let's put that in. So it's going to come from around his cheek like this and under the bottom of his eye like this here. And repeat the same thing for his left side. And all we're doing is putting curves here. And it comes up over the top of his eyebrow like this. And then we can shade that bottom lip in. And then shade his nose in very lightly because we don't want to lose detail. As a matter of fact, I'll go back and add a little detail here. Darken it in. I'm going to add a little bit of thickness to the eyebrow, just a little bit. Now for his hair, we're going to come up to the top. He has a widow's peak that kind of comes in like this. And once you bring this widow's peak around, you can come up to the top and close it off. For the other side of his hair, you're going to swing it down like so. And it's going to come up like this. And repeat the same thing over his ear. And come around to the top like this. Now, come to the right side and repeat the same thing. I'm going to swoop his hair around like so. Come back in just like this into the head. It's three parts. I'm going to do this one that goes up over his ear. And then the bottom portion of it is going to go behind the ear. Just like this little small portion at the bottom. I'm going to repeat the same thing for this side. We have one that comes around like this. And this one that comes around like that. Now for what he's wearing, he has a ring. He has a couple of rings, that clown outfits that have the ring. There's 3 different rings on his neck. So we're gonna start with this half oval shape like this, and we're just gonna simply put lines in it that kind of goes around the entire outfit down in the middle. And you could just randomly put these lines in. They don't have to be perfect. And then we're gonna kind of put a wavy pattern here. And repeat this around just like that. He has another one right beneath that that comes around. And you're going to repeat the same process. Have lines that come in like this. You can sketch them in really quick. They don't take long at all. And put this wave pattern in it, just like you did with the one above it. And at this point it's repetitive, so you can repeat this and it creates a pattern. And he has one more right below that one. And this one covers the duration of his shoulders. That's why we didn't have to actually put the body form in, because these rings will decide how wide or the width is of his shoulders. And once you got this all sketched in, again, create a wave pattern. You sketch that in, and then right beneath that, below that, he has a bit of a clown's outfit, and so you want to put this hair circle and then put the edges on it that has the points that come out, and the rest is going to go off the page. So at this point, what you want to do with his shoulders is you want to bring an arc around, and it kind of creates this shape here. Especially for the clown's outfit he's wearing. And it's going to cover up the duration of the rest of the page because it's very bulky. And you kind of want it to be free flowing. So for fabric, you just want to create some lines here that shows that this outfit he's wearing is not particular in pattern, but it does have some flexion folds and some gravity pulls on the folds. We'll repeat the same thing on the right side. And remember, always sketch things in lightly, so that if you have to go back later on and make some adjustments, you can do so. All right. And then underneath that, he has another one that kind of swings around just like this. And it's going to go right off the page. Same thing for this side. And put another ball here. And we're going to put simple lines that goes off the page just like this. And of course this one is in the center. And add a few lines here, not too many. All right. Now, if you've just drawn along with me up to this point, and you just completely drawn it or Pennyworth, and what I'm gonna do is, of course, erase, make it look clean, and at the end of the video, you can take a look at it once it's completed.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe by clicking this round button at the bottom. Also, click one of the 2 videos at the top. Please like this video, tell a friend, and share it on Facebook. Thank you.
The Art Hitman.